Hello and welcome guys to Join the League season number 3, Team Coast Gaming versus Sqreen squad. And well, of course we are HeflaTV, and looks like I'll be running solo for this game because this lobby actually, it got created, I joined, and they literally pretty much started straight away. My co-caster didn't even have time to join it, neither did I have time to say just stop or wait 1 second or something like that. I was just also dealing with other stuff, putting the votes to upload and whatnot, so one game solo cast for me it's gonna be. But coming into this game, you can see that the draft is already different. A Tusk ban from Team Coast. I myself haven't casted Sqreen squad for quite some time, but I mean, Team Coast, they must be either have played against Sqreen squad in other tournaments or just constantly screaming against each other, because a Tusk ban? What? Tusk ban? Seriously, guys?
Faceless Void.
But coming into the actual picks, Doombringer for Team Ghost Gaming, and immediately just not a hesitation, not a single second of hesitation, Faceless Void and Skyref for Sqreen squad, as Shadow Shaman is the secondary pick there for Team Ghost Gaming as well. As now Tinker is the pick for Team Ghost, or ban rather, as Sqreen squad, banning out a Viper in return. So the bans as well as picks so far have been just 100% standard, apart from that one Tusk ban, which is just completely mind-blasting. But at the moment, Death Prophet, secondary ban from Team Coast in the second ban phase. I mean, I could have seen themselves pick it up, but of course Sqreen squad, they have the first pick in the secondary phase now. And a Death Prophet together with a Faceless Void, Team Coast themselves know how strong that combination can be since they used it in game number 1 against Goomba. But Wraith King was the secondary ban from Sqreen squad, so taking out a potential core or a support, Wraith King is just an extremely flexible, versatile hero. And I do love carry Wraith Kings to some extent against Faceless Voids or just wombo combos in general, because you just soak up all of the spells and come back to life, and suddenly no ultimates for the enemy anymore, and just go win a fight from there. But Team Coast, their third pick about to come out. They did see Mirana from Sqreen squad. I mean, Mirana yes can easily land arrows against, not against, but into the Chronosphere, of course. Skyref Mage, not the best setup with having only that concussive shot slow. Team Coast now, third pick. What's it gonna be? Are they gonna go for some more push of their own as well? I guess they aren't really the best heroes anymore. Probably they want to have the Doombringer offlane, or maybe solo safe lane if they want to go aggressive tri-lane. Razor of course is banned, as is the Viper, so those two are out of the question. There is the possibility of going for Invoker if they really wanted to. But we'll see what, or if they even want to pick up any of those heroes. I guess Nature's Prophet is still an option as well when they just want to run Doom as a safe lane core. Just have Nature's Prophet offlane, maybe pick up the Tidehunter for that role. Tidehunter of course would just provide them the counter initiation against the Chronosphere of the Faceless. And Team Ghost, how will they react to this? They're actually into the reserve time, already have ticked down 44 seconds of it, so they pick up a centaur instead. So that's most likely gonna be their offlaner. And Doombringer, mid lane, safe lane or jungle, they can still just throw that hero anywhere. They can even run like a centaur tri-lane, or just the supports purely roaming around, starting in the enemy side shop, just hoping to go for some easy kills early. Something like that isn't out of the question for sure, I think. Sqreen squad now, fourth pick. What the hell do they want to go for? Does anything tickle their fancy at all? I mean, they would want to get some setup for Mirana, for sure, I would think. So any kind of stun, Earthshaker is still available. Earthshaker, Skyref Mage, a pretty decent combination. Or if they want to go for some additional damage into the Chronosphere, there is the possibility to just either pick up Ancient Apparition, which of course wouldn't help out with any setup for Mirana, but also the Witch Doctor is one possibility for them, I think. Just Paralyzing Cask, of course, also not the most optimal of stuns if you just are trying to land arrows, especially from a long range. But Death Ward has the potential to just kill anybody when the Chronosphere is up there as well, just buying time for him to channel. But Ancient Apparition is the pick for them instead. Of course, Ancient Apparition Ice Blast is pretty damn good against the Doombringer, who relies a lot on his HPS, as in health per second regeneration coming in from the Scorched Earth. So if he does get hit by the Ice Blast, there won't be any regeneration to speak of. But Coast, of course, I mean, Doom is just, or rather builds himself tanky anyway. Probably gonna pick up a BKB against what Sqreen Squad has. And Centaur, also just a really tanky hero. Decent enough strength gain. Might even build a pipe in this game at least. I would love to see a pipe on the Centaur, to be honest. Team Coast now, 1 minute still left in the reserve time. 4th pick about to come. They have their 2 cores, a solo support. I still think Invoker wouldn't be too bad of a decision. They can go for something like a Shadow Demon as well if they want to get some additional nuke damage, just getting the Soul Catcher into double edge, or just having a hero that can defend people in the Chronosphere, but Silencer is the pick for them. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, for a carry Silencer, just safe lane farm on him. And so, like, this is why it goes in with the Chronosphere. Suddenly, there's a global silence, unless, of course, the Silencer gets caught himself. But the global silence comes out, and suddenly Sqreen Squad, they have 0 follow-up, like, literally 0, none. Unless they have BKBs to get rid of the silence after. But I highly doubt that Skyraf Mage or Ancient Aberration are going to be able to just get BKBs well, I wouldn't say any point in time, but any time soon into the game or early into the game. Especially Ancient Aberration, who would more likely want to go for the Aghanim Scepter. And at the moment there's really nothing or no hero on Sqreen Squad that would build a mech as well. So if Team Ghost, if they get the jump on Sqreen Squad, all of their heroes are rather squishy. Yes, Faceless Void, of course, has himself backtrack, which can be such an annoying thing to go up against. Mirana has the leap as well, but Skyraf Mage, Ancient Apparition, Centaur, once he gets the blink, how are those 2 heroes just supposed to make it out? They do have to stay at the back lines of the fight anyway, as it is. Just get the Mystic Flare, have the Ice Blast fly in. But it might be a little bit hard. And actually, Sqreen Squad, they ban out the Earthshaker themselves, so they expect the Silencer to be a core one, as Team Ghost ban out actually a Venomancer of all heroes. Of course, Ice Blast plus the Poison Nova, you just can't survive that. You have to have BKB or you're dead. And since Ancient Apparition can just use the Ice Blast globally, it's so damn sick. Just Venomancer goes in, pops the Poison Nova, and anybody Ice Blast to fly, and you can just kill anybody off at Sqreen Squad. They pick up a Luna as the last one. I mean, Luna is a BKB builder, so that's all good and fine. Eclipse might even just be able to get in range for people in the Chronosphere. But I'm not too sure how I feel about this pick, to be honest. I mean, the right clicks definitely won't be able to land into Chronosphere unless the hero is just pretty much exactly on the edge of the Chrono and Luna is out of it. I mean, decent damage, decent pushing as well. And of course, Ancient Seal as well as the Ice Vortex. So they have 2 things that amplify magic damage. And Lucent Beams, Eclipses, yes. In theory, that's a crap ton of damage. Some push, late game carry on the Luna. But I just at the moment favor Team Ghost a little bit, although they do miss themselves the traditional late game carry as well. And if the Silencer is going to be a core one, they're not even going to be able to pick one up at all. I guess they could still go for a mid laner, have Doom jungle, and Shadow Shaman support the Silencer on lane. Although having a dual lane like that might be a little bit tricky if Sqreen Squad decide to go for an aggressive tri-lane. Or, I have no idea how they're going to lane this. Sqreen Squad it is. Is it going to be like Mirana Ancient Aberration support, maybe a Skyraf Mage mid? Because ZXC, I'm not too sure if he played mid lane previously. Like I said, I haven't casted them for some time. But Jakiro was the last pick for Team Coast, so just getting a long range stun with that Ice Path. Liquid Fire to slow down anybody's attack speed, or just go push down towers. So Shadow Shaman and Jakiro, both supports are actually the Team Coast's pushing power. As well as just having Ice Path, Macro Fire, anything to throw into the Chronosphere to make sure that the Faceless Void actually doesn't have free time just right clicking away, that he still has to maneuver in the Chronosphere. So we'll see how this works out. I mean, everybody's picking up their heroes at the moment. We'll see how the lanes plan out soon enough. And we have a pause straight out coming up from Coast. Maybe some guy went off. Yes, Steph needs 2 minutes. But I'll just introduce the lineups to you guys then. For Sqreen squad, on the Radiant side, ZXC will be playing on Skyref Mage, leaving Slander to play the Ancient Apparition, Sqreen on the Mirana, Nubic to play the Luna, and Afterlife is most likely going to be the offlane Faceless Void. As Coast, for them, E-Skills, playing the Silencer, so it's going to be a carry or core Silencer after all. Solen, the offlane Centaur Warrunner, Ape Mother on the Doombringer, Frigolith playing the Shadow Shaman, and the last one for them will be Jakiro, played by Steph Style. We'll see how well it works out for either side, as hopefully it doesn't need too much longer than 2 minutes. As for Coast, their lanes are probably just going to be Doombringer mid lane, leaving Centaur off lane, and Frigolith, E-Skills, and Steph Style on the Jakiro being on the safe lane. If they really wanted to, I guess they could go for an aggressive tri lane themselves as well, but might be just a little bit too risky, especially since Shadow Shaman really wants to get the level 6 as fast as possible. And does anybody have an awesome item set then? Just about now, when the games are paused, I just wish I had myself a co-caster right about now. People starting games so fast. Of course, we were behind schedule because this game was supposed to start at 20 CST, so 43 minutes ago from my time currently. So they wanted to start as fast as possible, but we didn't expect it to start as fast. Just in between games, doing stuff, putting games to upload, just updating the text and whatnot on stream, and suddenly bam, the game started. Actually, oh, that reminds me of updating stuff. It's Coast versus Sqreen squad now, not Goombam. Yes. Actually, E-Skills, it might be a mid silencer as well, I guess. They are correct, Ape Mother farming up safe lane. Either one. As for Sqreen squad, I have no idea who's going to take up mid lane. I somehow in the back of my mind remember ZXC playing the mid lane. So it could be mid lane Skyref Mage, Nubic safe lane together with Mirana and Slander. Or actually they could even go for aggressive tri lane with that, leaving Afterlife safe lane. But makes a little different what they go for. And yes, when will we know the YouPorn team roster? I actually really want to know what teams it's gonna be. And I think YouPorn as a sponsor is nothing too bad at all. We'll see though, we'll see about that. As even though Jakiro is back, the go has not been given yet. So yes, oh, there's the go Soul, and I love you, man, I love you, you big horse human hybrid. And looking at the items now, Smoke picked up on Sqreen, so it's gonna be a support Mirana by the looks of it. Sharing some wards as well. And Necromonkey. This courier looks pretty wicked though. Crazy baboons. But Nubic and Slender, they're heading towards the safe lane. As ZXC, well, with his item build, he's definitely gonna be a mid lane one, even standing there like a boss at the moment. Starting with an alt talisman, some extra intelligence, so arcane bolts will do more. And actually a mid lane Skyref, just it can do so much, it's not even funny. But Silencer, he should be able to just stay at a safe distance, I think. Just spam out last word for some harass in return, maybe. Get some last hit, get an early point into Glaze of Wisdom for the guaranteed just last hits there. But Steph Style and Frigolith, they're already being active at least. They don't want to go too deep into their own side, I guess. Afterlife, just look at this sneaky positioning. I'm not too sure if he probably ate 1-3 to get here. He has 3 tangos after all. But that should guarantee him some pretty nice XP and Coast. I don't think they will catch on to it before they just suddenly see that, oh, Faceless Void is level 2. What? How? But Frigolith, of course, even started with Sentry Ward, so they're prepared for more or less anything. They do spot out Sqreen, who picks up a double damage, or rather, he can pick it up if he just decides to do so, and now he goes for it as well. Now heading back towards the offlane. Or not back, but oh, he smokes immediately, going for some sneaky plays. He might run into supports. No, he's not going to do so, and if the arrow connects on E-Skills, it's really going to be an easy kill. Although the lane block was pretty good for E-Skills, so his up on his own high ground, which is always going to be nice. ZXC should not have vision on him at the moment. Yeah, oh, just barely off target. It was so close. So damn close. If he had landed, probably would have been a kill. Even then, not guaranteed, but most likely. As Slander just getting harassed completely by the center war runner. 1 point into return, has a stout shield as well, so it's only a given that Ancient Depression can't do too much. Actually, Chilling Touch comes out, so with that, Solen doesn't want to man fight all of a sudden anymore, just wants to soak up some XP, wants to get that level 2. Has missed 2 creeps, or actually 1 creep got denied, but he's gonna hit level 2 soon enough. Afterlife, of course, he's gonna get easy level 2, maybe even more from here. But the pull already came through. So, nicely done by Coast there as well, just the supports doing exactly what is necessary of them. Solen now up under the tower, definitely gonna soak up some nice XP. Not gonna hit level 3 entirely, but gonna get close enough to that. Level 2 just coming out now. Actually, Newbie getting those nice denies, man. Just having the extra damage from the Ring of Passy as well as the Lunar Blessing. And Afterlife still just sitting in his own cozy little hole here, soaking up XP. And, I mean, the Coast, can they actually sniff him out? They know he's somewhere, they're pinging them out as well. Oh man, Afterlife has the time walk, probably should be able to just make the escape. But Coast, at least they're wasting time if nothing else. And they still don't find him. And this is such a good positioning. After this game, Coast, they're gonna be like, oh man, how could we get duped by that position? But mid lane, they get the kill on E-skills. Just caught the tail end of that. An arrow must have landed, I think. The concussive shot was used as well, so maybe the slow was enough to set up the arrow. But that's first blood going for Sqreen squad, and actually Sqreen now making a rotation. They want to go for Solen as well. The arrow is flying. It actually might be on target. No, Solen gets the dodge, or rather just you want to go aggressive on the Ancient Apparition. So, I mean, as long as you just keep throwing those arrows out, one is just bound to land eventually. Although unfortunately he doesn't have any clarities anymore, so he needs to wait a long time if he even wants to go for it at all. But at the moment, just gonna leave the Invis rune. ZXC gonna come and bottle it up. Actually, shares the 1 bullet charge to Sqreen, so attempt number 2 for Solen's life. Is he gonna even attempt it? They need some form of vision to actually know where Solen is. But no, he can also rotate mid lane. Coast, they don't have any vision of this at all, and Silencer, of course, no escape mechanism, and Sqreen. He's being sneaky, and look at E-skills. He just doesn't dare go up any further than this. The arrow actually does connect, spot on. Can ZXC get in range soon enough? He actually starts bottling up, and now there's the Ancient Seal coming out. A few more right clicks to slow, 1 more arcane, but it will do the job. E-skills. Second kill. Steph style actually TP'd in as well, but just a little bit too late. Couldn't do anything as Afterlife finally comes out of his hole. Wants to get under the tower to get some XP time walk, just in case. And Sqreen squad off to an extremely good start. As Afterlife is level 4 on the offlane compared to Solen's level 3 at the moment. Slander just has boost to speed, another 400 gold on top of that, so not that bad considering he only has 1 lasted. I guess he hasn't bought too many wards or anything for his team. Also the courier just still working, no upgrade yet. And thank god ZXC isn't just bringing it out. But mid lane man, E-skills, he has 3 lasted compared to ZXC's 13 and 5, so not the highest either, but he has 2 skills, so they definitely make up for that. And even gonna find the double damage rune, just even more kill potential. Mystic Flare already available as well. It's going a little bit like last time around Coast against Goomba, where E-skills was level 6 by 4 minutes in, but Sqreen now. He smoked up, actually runs into 2-step style. Can't he do anything? No ice path, no nothing. As ZXC double damage already activated, just wanted to bottle up, and is bottle growing, so actually leaves 1 charge on the courier as well. But ZXC going for the arcane bots. And look at E-skills. 1 more arcane bot. Actually might do the job. ZXC easy gonna go for it, but Frigolite comes in with step style. Once again, no ice path to just get the kill. And ZXC, he is gonna be fine. Sqreen he has 1 tango as well if he wants to share it. Top lane Afterlife now. His solo against Ape Mother. Both players should be getting a reasonable amount of farm. Of course, Doom got a lot when Afterlife was hiding in that little hole, soaking up XP. Solen, is he gonna be in some kind of trouble? Sqreen is there as well. He's level 3 already. 1 point into each bell. As Solen, he wants to farm up the enemy jungle. Double H, Hooftop. Actually doing it pretty damn fast. Some nice form of XP. Slander trying to look for the center at the wrong places. And of course Solan, he has some vision on what Ghost is doing as well with the Sub-Zero ward here, so he backs off the right way. So now Power Treads also finished up on Nubik's Luna, so 37 and 14, he's the highest farmer in the game. Actually by quite a large margin. I mean, Doombringer is level 2, but Skyrift Mage, he just got the kill. I'm not too sure if an arrow even landed. Nope, it didn't. He didn't even get to attempt it. ZXC just solo kill. Mystic Flare used. 3, 0 and 0. And that's the power of a mid Skyrift Mage. He's almost level 8 already as well. Afterlife, gonna come in to just ensure one rune spot. Bottom rune is more or less secured for them anyway, and it's gonna be an illusion rune. Not the most impactful one, but any rune will do for ZXC. He actually is gonna get double bottle charges as well. The courier just came in from the from the fountain, but at least some pressure is being applied. Liquefier level 2 as well. Ape Mother, he doesn't have level 6 quite yet. If they had the Doom, could be an easy kill onto the Faceless Void. Just Doom him up, no time walk, go for the kill, but since Ape Mother is not level 6, at least not yet, one creep wave away from it, can't really go. Just set up anything, but Mystic Flare, it's gonna come off cooldown soonish. The last word was used. ZXC just pops the illusion rune and E-skilled now. Has to be careful, Mystic Flare off cooldown. Screen, arrow, it actually lands as well. Bye bye E-skills. Mystic Flare actually, is he gonna use it? Nope, he's gonna hold on to it. Ancient Seal, a few Arcane Bolts, which are maxed out already by now. Power Treads finished on Skyrift Mage as well. No Arcane Boots even, just more intelligence, more damage from the Arcane Bolt. And they also got the bottom tier 1 tower, 7 minutes in, 4-0. Just absolute domination. Another arrow will fly, but Solan does get the dodge on it. This is just going absolutely horribly, and E-skills, he's the one who has been the target for all of those 4 kills. ZXC, 4 kills on him and 4 deaths on E-skills. So this mid lane, of course, it was set up by the Mirana, so we just get to see that in Dota it's so important that the supports be able to just have an impact, whether it be killing the enemy offlaner or just getting kills on this on the mid lane, just making sure that one lane is an absolute stomp, pretty much. That's exactly how it has been going at the moment. I mean, tower-wise, it is even at least. Both teams have been able to destroy the safe lane one, but Nubik, I think he feels rather safe here. If anybody comes, he can just pop the Eclipse and maybe even get the counter kill. But mid lane, Frigolite has rotated in as well. He's level 4 Steph style. Exactly the same, but oh, no arrow gonna land in Ape Mother. But after that, he comes in the beautiful 2-man chrono. Mystic Flare to follow. Bye bye Ape Mother. Doombringer down Steph style. Can they get him as well? Maybe a few lucky time locks and they get one more Arcane Bolt. Will do the job. He doesn't have enough mana, but he doesn't really need it. The right clicks will finish the job. He's already level 9. Maxed out Ancient Seal almost. Just needs one more level. 1.5k gold in the bank. Just bottling up. Actually, 2 Null Talismans as well. I think he's going for Dagon with one of those. I mean, it would make sense, but Slander, he's overstaying his welcome. Frigolite with an inversion. Gonna get the Shackled Solan. He has the Hoofstomp double edge. Gonna be an easy kill. No Hoofstomp even necessary. No need to waste your mana. And look at Ape Mother. He went for a Vladimir's offering. So they really want to fight early. Just have some form of lifesteal. Some extra damage. But it's... I don't know if they're gonna be able to just regain their composure from the start that they have had. Yes, the Doombringer Ape Mother still farming up pretty damn well. Of course, has the Devour as well, so it only is a given. But this Skyrift Mage, if he continues at the rate he has been going, he just might be able to kill everybody with his just magic burst. Sqreen, he's once again on the bottom lane. He doesn't really have the angle at the moment for a perfect arrow though. Ancient Apparition, about to hit level 5, so no Ice Blast yet either. Base Boots finished up on Sqreen as well. Even as a support, Mirana has a reasonable amount of farm, I want to say. I mean, yes, it's not crazy, but having 4 assists definitely helps out. And now Afterlife, he's the one farming up mid lane. Power Trades finished the ZXC. Well, he just went and got the kill on top lane. And with him having a pretty huge amount of intelligence this early on, and just maxed out Arcane Bolt and level 4 Ancient Seal, he doesn't even need the Mystic Flare anymore to get kills. But Sqreen might be in trouble. Frigolite, he gets the Shackles, Elder Shock already used. The Hex will be there as well. A few more right clicks, but I think Sqreen, yes, he gets the leap out. But will he be able to outrun any damage that... Yes, he will. Ghost not going to be fast enough. No global damage, no nothing coming out from them. And ZXC just... He is completely spiraling at the moment. He's probably like, guys, easiest game of my life. Looking at the early graphs as well now from this already. Almost a 4,500 gold lead for Sqreen squad. 6k XP as well. it's just... It's sick. It's sickening. But Slander has to be careful. Ape Mother has to Doom if they really want to go for it. But then again, Sqreen Squad, or I mean rather Coast, if they go for it, if they Doom up the Ancient Apparition, they have to be aware of the fact that just multiple TPs might be waiting for top lane. Solen, he's not safe. Afterlife, eating his way through slowly with the Quelling Blade, has the Mask of Death, or Morbid Mask. So gonna go for the Mask of Madness, most likely, as most faces waits to. Time Walk, Chronosphere is available. Ice Blast is flying now as well. He got level 6, soaking up XP, but Solen actually doesn't get hit, so only the creeps suffer some damage from it. Helm of the Dominator finished up on Nubic as well. Has dominated the center to just start stacking up the Ancients. They are at the moment, I want to say, triple stacked. But top lane, they get the Chronosphere. Actually, the Global Silence is there. So ZXC can't really help out, at least not yet. But now, there's the Silence coming out. Some Arcane Balls. The Mystic Flare is there as well. But now shackled up. If they get the skill on Kairos Mage, it's going to be so much gold. He's doomed up. Hexed up as well. And yeah, he's going to go down for sure, finally. He's giving a 1,049 gold. But Steph Style actually gets the kill. So, yes, it's going to be some good gold overall. But going for a support, it's definitely not what they wanted to have happen. Top lane Steph Style going to take some damage as well from the Frost Blast. But going to be able to survive it with ease. So make the kill score 8-2 now. And the Global Silence, well, we saw the potential of it, or how devastating it can be. But I mean, E-Skills is only level 6, 26 lasted, 4 deaths, has power threats at the very least. So not doing that bad. And now the Ancient stacking has been stopped as well from Sqreen Squad. They did place down an Observer Ward. And Sqreen Squad, they might not even be aware of the Observer for quite a long time, because if the center is pulling it out, they don't have vision themselves there, so they can't say for sure if he just messed up the pool or it's blocked. They might go for a scouting kind of sentry there though, and Forstaff actually was the pickup for Skyref Mage, so just wants to be able to escape, be a little bit more mobile. I still think we might see a Dagon coming out from one of those metal talismans. Just Ancient Seal into Dagon. It's a sick amount of burst and almost nobody can survive it. And that would allow them to just get some form of damage, even if the Global Silence is there. Slander at least is level 6, he doesn't even really need more. He has something flying out to waypoint booster, so getting some raw stats, some raw survivability, and working towards the Agony Scepter already. But look at Sqreen, he's gonna go for the arrow in E-Skills, bye bye. Chup an easy kill, one more, actually the creeps! Oh, he goes down to the neutral just before Sqreen gets the right click himself. But ZXC in the meantime killed off Steph Style himself. But man, little bit unlucky for the Mirana that he was unable to get the kill. But now bottom Solen, they used the Chronosphere for it as well. Ice Blast already connected. Nubic actually runs into the Chronosphere, but makes little difference in the end. That's one kill extra going in their way. But Mass Serpent was R down mid lane by Frigolite. He is level 6 under the Shadow Shaman finally. So they might get the tier 1, but the cliff comes out. And I'm not overly convinced if they will even get that little consolation here, Mirana though. Unfortunately for them, he doesn't have enough mana for an arrow, so are they going to be able to defend? The TPs are coming in. The best they can do is get a deny, and not even going to get that. So tower down, Ghost. Getting something for themselves, getting some gold going. Ape Mother now will have his drums also finished with the gold he has. Steph Style has himself an urn as well, and a magic wand after just ending the dominating streak from Skyref Mage. 8 kill spree it was. Regeneration Room bottom lane Afterlife might pick it up. And he has his Mask of Madness now as well. But there is a smoke from Coast. They want to bait out something on the top lane, but since they don't really have the tier 1 tower to pressure, there's probably no TP is going to come out anytime soon. Although ZXC, he is coming. If they get the kill again, I mean, there's going to be a lot of XP. He's already level 13, 40 minutes in. Next highest is level 11, and after that 9, and just even lower all the time. But ZXC actually has to be extremely careful now. Do we see? Oh, actually, oh, Ice Blast is flying stolen. Gonna get slowed down as well. Force Staff, Mystic Flare is not enough, but now ZXC, he's on the run. Frigolite, can he get anything in return? Actually, Stolen, he went down in the end anyway. Skyref Mage, he got the kill. The Arcane Bolts were enough, but suddenly he's the one in trouble. Gonna get slowed down and taken out as well. So Silencer, he gets 2 intelligence and gets some much needed gold. But in the meantime, Sqreen, together with Afterlife, they took care of the tier 1 tower mid lane. So it was a 1-for-1 change as far as kills are concerned, but Sqreen Squad, they also get the tower, so it's definitely in their favor. And Nubic already has a Manta style, has 2.3k gold, not the Manta style, a Yasha. So can go for a Manta style, or might be a casual Yasha into BKB even. Wouldn't be too surprised, because BKB, of course, you can get rid of the Global Silence. Global Silence your BKB and just pop your Eclipse, which is level 2. And kill everybody. But Chronosphere, they're going to get Ape Mother. He got hit by the Ice Blast as well. And easy kill, Ancient Aberration picks it up. So, if he wants to, yes, he's going to purchase the Ogre Club. Sqreen, he's the ward bitch, so to say, the Mirana. Although, they don't have too much vision at the moment. I mean, he's saving up for something as well, 1.1k gold. So, neither support really wants to go for wards. Like, yeah, I'm semi-carry. No, I'm semi-carry. As Setexi, with his some of his deaths now, his farm has slowed down a little bit, but he's still level 14, which is pretty damn significant. And looking at the graphs again, they were stabilizing a little bit, especially after the top fight, I think, when they got the kill on Skyrock. But gold graph still almost 6,000 in Sqreen, squad's favor, and the XP, oh man, it's nearing 12,000 already. 16 minutes in. It's pretty much a disaster if you're asking me. Afterlife now hits level 11 as well. Gonna get the lower cooldown on the Chronosphere now. And the longer duration, of course, as well. As Ape Mother has himself a belt of strength, so I wouldn't be overly surprised if it's gonna be a Necrobook just so they can push, just do something. But most likely gonna be just a Sanji into... Actually, Heaven's Halberd would... Not the best of items for sure, so maybe wants to tank up a little bit. I think Necrobook actually is gonna be the one for him. Just trying to do anything, something desperate, just get some towers, get some global gold going. And Solan, he needs only 15 more gold to get his Blink Dagger. But Moonlight Shadow actually wore off already, didn't get anything with it. Coast, they backed off in time, they might have even seen it with maybe this Observer Ward. But an arrow is flying, it's not gonna land. Solan almost ran back into it, but not quite, and he has enough to purchase the Blink Dagger, which actually, speaking of blinks, Setexi, he went for one, so still no Dagon, but lots of mobility. He wants to be able to get close enough, if need be, and just maybe make a clutch escape. Yeah. But looking at it now, come back, oh man, chat is funny. But there's a smoke from Frigolith and Steph Style. Will it break though? E-Skills is involved, he's still only level 8. Just struggling for farm. Solan gets his Blink Dagger, actually finally purchase it now. Gonna be brought out as well. They do know where Sqreen is though, at least they ping him out. I'm not too sure if they can get the jump on him when he's just gonna stay there. Sqreen, can he land an arrow? They do see the Doombringer now, I do believe. But some of them are still smoked, Steph Style. It's gonna wear off soonish. But it might be enough for them to get the initiation. Setexi. It's kind of a standoff at the moment. Afterlife is coming in as well. He has the level 2 Chronosphere. Do they spot them out in time? He's gonna get the time walk away. Blink out from Setexi and everybody's gonna be just fine. Luna gets himself a haste rune and actually picks up a straight up Eagle Song. So he's going for a straight up Butterfly unless we're gonna see a Luna go for E-Blade in combination with a Skywrath Mage. That would be sick. Man, I'm hoping for it. But I think he would have purchased it already if he went for it. So probably Butterfly it is. Pretty close to that as well. I mean, if he should get the tower last hit, he's gonna have it. But the top lane, the Chronosphere comes out. Global Silence is there, but Ice Blast is flying. It already actually, never mind, the connected Steph Style dropping low as is Ape Mother, but he gets the Doom onto Setexi. Skywrath Mage goes down before the Mystic Flare thanks to the Silence, but there's the Eclipse coming out from Nubik. Ape Mother, man fighting it out with Afterlife. He's actually coming out ahead. And Nubik, he went down, he went a little bit too deep there. So 3-for-2 exchange Sqreen. He's on the run. Slander comes in to potentially help out. The right clicks are flying, but the slows are there. And Moonlight Shadow, is it gonna be enough? Slander, nope, they have sentries. So that fight for Coast, it couldn't have gone too much better for them. Yes, they lose 2 heroes, but they get 4 in return. They get the tier 2 tower since the Mass Serpent Wars were just dishing out the damage all the while. So that just goes to show that Global Silence, it's still completely Rex and Luna. Just not going for any survivability items at all. I mean, yes, power treads give you strength, but that's about it. Just completely got crushed. He ran in with the Eclipse. Was able to take down, I think it was... I don't even know who it was anymore. The Centaur War Runner, but after that, just kind of slowed down. And 800 2.6k in the bank. So if they can just continue at this rate, just get more fights like that, they definitely have a chance, especially in Setexi. I mean, overall Skywrath Mage is not the fastest farmer. He just really relies on snowballing early, just getting kill after kill. But since it's slowed down now, he died again. He's not getting too much farm, and Faceless Void is actually pretty low on farm himself. I mean, 68 last hits is not the worst, but compared to Nubik, who has 217, man, that's a sick amount of farm. More than 10 last hits per minute. Of course, he's only been involved in 2 kills as well, and when he joined the fight now, he died. But now he's like, yeah, screw you guys, I don't want to die again, I'm just gonna go back to farming. Some pings going out, left and right. Slender still just at the exact same distance from his Aghanim Scepter as he was before. ZXC hasn't really gotten anything after finishing the 4-staff. Even the Blink Dagger was kind of slow by him. At least considering how it started. But he can still be extremely strong. I mean, he is level 14 after all. But Afterlife, he has the Chronosphere. Will you see Ice Blast fly? Probably Ape Mother. There's the Chronosphere coming out. The Global Silence once again. They get the tower and they want to back off. But Blink hooves them into Sqreen. Afterlife, does he have the Time Walk? Yes, he does. He should be safe. Nope, he gets tuned up just as the Time Walk is about to come out. So they will lose another hero. The long range shackles were their E-skills. Get some extra intelligence. Ice Blast will completely miss everybody. But E-skills, 10 stolen intelligence. He's recovering. I mean, he was 0, 4 and 0. Now he's 4, 5 and 1. So that's a pretty good deal if you ask me. And at least Faceless got the tower lasted before going down. So in theory, it's a worthy trade. And Butterfly finished on Luna now because of the tower as well. As they got the tier 2 mid and Steph style. He's in a lot of trouble. One more Arcane Bolt. They got the kill. Actually, the tier 2 still stands. But Nubik is around. He has Eclipse level 3. If anybody comes to the high ground, they're goners. But Coast, they really want to go themselves. They have Mass Super Force level 1. Necro level 1 popped as well from Ape Mother. So actually, they're doing a decent enough of push. But Sqreen, can he catch anybody with an arrow? Not even. Actually, he's gonna attempt it, but a little bit too late. Cliff comes out, but the tower already down to half HP. They will finally come in, just most of them, to clear off the Mass Serpent Force, but the damage is done to the tower. ZXC going for a Yule Scepter now, so just all kinds of mobility for him. Of course, some extra intelligence, extra mana regeneration is never gonna hurt either. And Coast 0, 0. Okay, there's new score now as well. But Nubik, he's gonna start off farming at the Ancients now. With his Butterfly, he can dodge a pretty good amount of the right clicks of the Ancients, and of course just lifesteal up now, even using the Hellburst Smasher to tank it up for him a little bit. But that's gonna be a crap ton of gold, and now looks like he's finally gonna go invest into some safety items, into defensive items, get in the BKB, or unless he wants to go for an SNY or something crazy like that. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him just going for such a fast Butterfly. And what's his gold per minute? Actually, 643, 200 more than a Doombringer does. That's some crazy ass farm. I mean, he's 5k above in net worth of anybody else, man. He's almost single-handedly the lead. But oh, Blink, hoof top, double edge, and easy kill. As E-skills joins it as well. So 12 intelligence stolen for him now. So it's not horrible for Coast. I mean, yes, they are still around 7,000 gold behind. XP also still 14,000. But I wouldn't say that they've stabilized. But it's not as horrible. It hasn't climbed anymore as much. So it's a minor positive, as there's going to be a BKB now on Afterlife as well. It's just flying out to him. Sqreen, aggressive ward placed. And tier 2 is going to take a fall, man. Nubik just too strong. BKB just is there on Afterlife now if they want to go initiate. They might even go for Roshan, and yes, Nubik is going to go for it. Just doesn't care. As Afterlife finds himself a double damage rune as well, and Sqreen, he missed an arrow on Roshan. He missed an arrow on Roshan, guys. Well, to his defense, he is a small target, the biggest unit in the game, but in any case, Nubik really doesn't care. He has the lifesteal, has the evasion from the Butterfly, and just really, literally just easy Roshan kill. He even has space for the Aegis as well, since he doesn't have the BKB finished yet. Coast, they have no idea this is going on. Suddenly they're going to see Roshan, Aegis picked up by Nubik. They're like, oh crap, oh crappers. ZXC, his Yules is flying out as well. The courier needs to be careful though, and just they're gonna actually send it back before he goes into no man's land and just gets killed. But Yule Scepter, he just got it for himself. Afterlife, farming up the enemy jungle. The game's pace has definitely slowed down a little bit, Coast. They have pushed back Sqreen squad aggression with just some couple of team fights or just pickoffs. E-skills has himself an ultimate orb as well, so not going for a straight up Aghanim Scepter if he's gonna get it at all. But what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Link? I don't think Link. I think just straight up X for him. They need to get the Hex to be honest on the Luna to be able to get the kill once he gets the BKB. Yes, they will have the Doom, but if the BKB is there, Luna can still just right-click away. I mean, the attack speed is so crazy already as it is. But there's a Necro level 3, finished on Ape Mother. Solan has himself the Hood of Defiance as well, so Pipe isn't as far off anymore. Slender, he's level 11 though. And does have himself the Aghanim Scepter together with Nubik's BKB, so 17-second duration for the Frostbite, Frost Blast, the Frostbite Ice Blast, and the Frostbite debuff. Yes, that's how it goes. And this Aghanim Scepter is going to be a scary pickup, and Nubik, he doesn't have space for a BKB. He's going to give away, I think, Ring of Bazi. Oh, a TP scroll. He doesn't care at all. Look how much damage he's doing already as well. 260. Let's compare to E-Skills, the carry for the other side. 227. Or not 200, 127. What am I talking about? But ZXC might be in some trouble. Ape Mother is there. Do they have the blinks? The Force Death comes out to Doom as well. Moonlight Shadow is there, but he gets caught by the Ice Path. And level Death, man. This is going to be easy kill. And now Steph Style and Ape Mother. They get hit by the Ice Blast, but they will get the TP out. So ZXC in 11-4-0 now. He used to be 8-0-0 at some point. And that's actually Pipe already finished for Solan as well, so that was way faster than I expected it to be finished. 16-10 now, Coast. They are slowly but surely creeping up with the kills, just keeping this game in reach, kind of, although looking at the graphs suddenly. 10k gold dip for Sqreen Squad, 15k, almost 16k in XP. But do they actually want to fight? They don't have Doom though at the moment. They have Necro level 3 though, if they really want to go in. ZXC isn't around either. But do they need him? Do they need him? Nubik, I mean, he can tank everything up. He has 2k gold on top of it now. Arrow will fly. It's not going to connect on anybody. Ice Blast is there as well, Ape Mother. He needs to make himself scarce. Actually, oh, he gets caught anyway. There's the Eclipse coming out to Global Science. A little bit too late. The Chronosphere was already used. And actually, the Creeps tanked up a lot of it. But Nubik, he kills the Necro unit as well. Drops low because of it. But Frigolit, he might be in trouble after that. Gonna chase after him. Gets the time lock. There's the kill. Solan now. Will he get the hoof stomp? Never mind. It's on cooldown. So, 3 heroes down. Buyback on the Shadow Sham E-Skills. Makes it out as well, but Nubik wants to keep chasing. No, he backs off. He's low on mana as well. Chem gonna be picked up on Ancient Apparition on top of his already finished Aghanims. And they most likely will get the tier 2 tower now. This fight was just horrible for Coast. I mean, the Global Silence wasn't the worst, but Eclipse as well, the Chronosphere had already been used, and the Squire of Mage, he wasn't even there for the fight. Just no damage from him whatsoever coming out. And what's on the courier? Yes, it's just a Chem flying out. No other big item pickups yet. Sqreen though, getting closer to a BKB on a support Mirana. Haste Rune, gonna be spotted out as well. Nubik has himself Manta Style finish, 1.4k on top of that. Gold per minute, 727, and just not slowing down in the slightest. After this fight, Goldcraft went even higher, 14k, 20k XP. Oh, look at this ancient stack. Is it quadruple stacked? Penta stacked? I think quad stacked. I'm pretty sure it was quad stacked. You need dragons to actually stack it further, because they fly and they don't block each other when they're just running away when you're trying to stack them. But that's Boots of Travels for Nubik now. I mean, he's pretty much 6 slotted like 30 minutes in almost. That's a scary amount of farm. Look at the net worth, 21k compared to 11 of the Doombringer. He's almost doubling the highest farmer, the next highest farmer that is. And only 30 minutes into the game. ZXC has picked up an ultimate orb now as well. Might be going for the Hex of his own. Maybe, just maybe, you're gonna go for Lincoln Sphere against the Doombringer. And yes, Silencer does do pure damage with his Glaives of Wisdom, but it's only level 1. So only a 30% into damage modifier, so it's really not as scary at all at the moment. He's just gone purely for stats to be able to just survive anything really. So, even if he went for Aghanim Scepter, it wouldn't do any good since he doesn't have Curse of the Silent, really. So, it makes sense that he didn't go for the item, trying to go for the Hex or whatever the ultimate orb maybe turned into. But Nubik still has the Aegis for how long, actually? Oh, well, half a minute, a little bit more. It's going to expire once this ticker reaches this point here. And yes, 30 seconds is now, but Aghanim Scepter finished up on the Faceless Void, 60-second ultimate, BKB, Mask of Madness, and Nubik. I'm a little bit afraid that it's gonna go down before, or just after the Aegis expires rather. Manta Style comes out, Ice Blast not gonna connect on anybody but the tower. It's just under siege, the illusions and Nubik himself, and They lose. They don't even die because they dodge so many right clicks off the tower. They do back off though now. Tower though is just down to almost quarter of an HP. Age is gonna get reclaimed. And they can still easily go in if Afterlife just goes in with the chrono. And E-Skills, he is the key figure here. He has to stay back to get that global silence. Otherwise, they're just doomed. But no, Nubik, he wants more farm. More farm it is, just keeping to the bottom lane. This guy, it's all about, it's the Luna show at the moment. But Coast, they've smoked up. They actually might get the kill there, Soul. And if he gets the blink, hoof stomp into Doom, it might be an easy kill. I mean, E-Skills can help out with the 4-step for Ape Mother as well, just getting closer. Double damage is going to be found, but if they pick it up, they might risk just revealing that somebody's smoked there or somebody's invis. They do find a stack though, so they can, I guess, clear that. But Nubik, he runs in, he gets doomed immediately. The speed is there, and Nubik, he's going to go down now. That's such an important pickup. I mean, he has buyback if need be. Arrow actually off target as well, but Ghost, do they really want to stay? No, Luna buys back. He's like, no, you do not steal my ancients. Those are mine and mine alone. And I guess with Doom on cooldown and Stampede, Screen Squad are like, yeah, there's no way Nubik is gonna die the second time. They can't really catch him off guard, or at least do enough to prevent him from activating the BKB. And he TPs to the bottom lane. They want the Rax, it looks like. And TPs are coming back from Ghost. They still have the global silence at the very least, if nothing else. His mid TP at the moment. Nubik is there already with the Manta style activated. Tower down, and now Frigolate actually might be in trouble. No, he dodged the ice, but no, he doesn't. Man, the animation was definitely off, but his shatters. One arcane bolt helps out there. And now just the bouncing glaives going around. The moon glaives. And oh, Afterlife he goes in, actually only catches the silencer, but that's enough. There's no global silence. Mythic Flare is there. Bye-bye. He has buyback. Actually, does use it as well, but Solan now. He's the one in trouble. There's the Eclipse coming out, and Nubik, he's gonna go berserk. He's gonna get 8 murder now. He actually backs off in time. As E-Skills wants to turn it around. Use Scepter onto ZXC. He is still alive. Has to escape though. 4-step. Oh, dodges the hoof stomp just barely. But Rax already down, and they can just back off. The Stampede gets used. Nubik though, is he actually gonna go down here? He might. 3 heroes are coming, but the Ice Blast doesn't connect on anybody this time around. E-Skills. The right clicks Nubik. He's gonna chase him down. One more loose MP to get the kill. Nope, just the right click is gonna be enough. He will go down in turn. No buyback as well. Down for 115 seconds. But he got the Rax and Coast. With 2 heroes down. Silencer also used the buyback. I don't think Screen Squad cared that much. And actually, there were more buybacks. The center also bought back here. So they're just losing so much gold. I mean, yes, Coast, they are still hanging on. They are still in this game. But, I mean, even with the buyback, even with the double death on Luna, he still has 7k net worth above the Doombringer, although at least he's not doubling it anymore, so that's a good sign. Slander didn't lose his gem either, so that's good for Screen Squad. 2.5k up on Afterlife. Roshan will be respawning on 37 seconds. Coast though, looks like they want to push. They have Necro, never mind, Necro level 3 is off cooldown, but they have Master Predator level 2. So using it to get any kind of gold will probably be worth it, unless they know Roshan is spawning. Actually, Ape Mother, Cops and Arrow. TPs are coming in, it's got the Skyrift Mage. Do they actually get the kill? Ice Blast is flying, BKB from Screen, he goes in aggressively. The Ice Blast does connect, but ZXC, he gets hexed up. He actually goes down just before the Chronosphere came out, but now Frigolate, he's stuck in the Mass Serpent Wars of his own. And Solan can actually get the kill, he's pretty damn tanky. And Screen actually misses the Arrows Sender, he comes in now, but Ape Mother, he goes down finally. He stayed alive for way longer than I expected, but the pipe did help out there. And a 2-for-2 exchange here. Mirana and the Skyrift Mage for a Shadow Shaman and a Doombringer. But Steftile is still there, they might still get the tower here. So Coast, they're actually getting some pretty okay-ish trades here. They will get tier 2, so it's fine. If they can only get the Roshan now as well, it's pretty huge. If they could get it. And Luna, man. Nubik must be feeling the death timer at the moment. It's like 100. You're literally 2 minutes dead. You can just go get some water, go have a toilet break or something. In 2 minutes you can't do anything at all. But look at this Afterlife. He's going for a refresher orb. He has the Oblivion staff already. Just needs the recipe and the perseverance. So he needs another 1k gold, a little bit extra. Actually 1k gold will almost suffice. Doombringer though has himself a Blink Dagger now finally. Power Threads finished up on the center as well, just tanking up a little bit. But Screen, do they want to go in? Now looking at the graphs, they did drop down just a tiny bit, but still a 20k gold lead, 25 plus k XP. They've smoked up. They mean business. Can they find anything? They will see. Roshan has respawned and they're gonna go for it. Easy second Aegis for Luna. He has that perfect one slot available for it. Zetaxi still doesn't have his Hex. Actually has 6 deaths as well, so... But oh, Solen, he goes in. 3-man hoofed up 8 mothers there. They get the Doom onto Nubik. Oh, can they actually turn it around? Ice Blast flying. Where's the pipe? The Chronosphere is there, but a little bit too late. Macropire under them. Oh man, this fight, it's just excellent for Coast. Who gets the Aegis? I don't even know. Faces Void, actually, he got it. It gets popped immediately, but Sqreen, he's there. They get 1 kill. He skills though. He's cleaning up house. 1 more right kill. No, it's not gonna be enough. He gets slowed down. He goes down in the end. So 5 heroes for Coast. They fall. Almost. It looked pretty damn good, but the Ice Blast actually landed on, what, 3 heroes for Coast. And Afterlife, being able to just take the Aegis for himself. If Coast, if any of their heroes had gotten instead, the Faceless Void had gone down, they probably would have been able to just go get the kill on Mirana afterwards as well. Maybe even E-Skills just would have been able to clean them up and not die since Faceless Void came in to help out. But now, buybacks come in, 3 buybacks at the exact same time. It might be enough. 8 Mother, he comes in, Necrobook level 3 activated, ZXC, he's gonna go down for sure. Ice Blast is there, actually 4 stepped out. Ice Blast is flying. Man, I spoke too soon. Kiilstofte uses Balloon and Necro for a Frigolith. No Blink Dagger. So we'll actually make it out. Mirana buys back as well, just to activate the Moonlight Shadows. And Kiilstofte picked up now on the Ancient Apparition as well. But man, what a game. Sqreen Squad, they are so far ahead, yet unable to just close it out quite yet. 37 minutes in now. Man, the Roshan fight, it was so good for Coast to miss. The initiation coming in from Solen, just 3-man hoof stomp. Macropire just doing a lot of work with the Ice Path to follow, but literally just if they had half the deficit that they do have at the moment, or had when the Roche fight expired, they probably could have just won the fight straight out, because it would have been 10k less XP and 10k less gold for Sqreen Squad. But and just crazy stuff. But the craft, they're still exactly the same, even climbing a little bit for Sqreen Squad. And looks like they want to go in. ZXC almost has his Lincoln Sphere, just needs the recipe for it now. And Nubik, well, the BKB is down to 8 seconds at least. So that's something that Coast has been able to do, but 8 seconds is still a long time. Arrow is going to connect on Step Style. Not the biggest deal, but Nubik, he's going to arrive at the tower soon enough, and the tower actually goes down, and that means that the Moon Glaives are going to be bouncing like crazy. Manta Style used as well. He's actually going to back off himself, just leave the Manta Style in front. There. Oh, the Chronosphere actually catches 2 heroes. The Global Silence comes out, but Step Style is going to go down anyway. BKB from Nubik. He's going Berserk. He's activating his Eclipse Afterlife. He got doomed, so no second Chronosphere, but don't think they care too much at the moment. He's going for the right clicks. He goes down in the end. It's a 2-for-1 as Frigolith got thrown up in the air, taken out afterwards, and Nubik gonna go Berserk. Actually gets stunned by the War Stomp, but he's healthy enough, and 8 Mother, he's gonna go down. Ancient Seal Soul, and he comes in with another Hoof Stomp onto 2 heroes. He skills. They might get the kill on ZXC, maybe even Nubik if he's not careful. Actually, last word. Yes, he goes down again. Are you kidding me? They still hold on somehow. They lose the secondary set of racks, but ZXC 4-step on cooldown as his Blink. Solen getting silenced up before the Hoof Stomp, but the tower will help out get the kill. So he skills. Getting some nice gold, but they even lost the courier, so they're still losing so much. They are 2 racks behind. I mean, yes, they're not losing the game yet, but they're just delaying it. Like literally, it's nothing but delaying the game at the moment. Still 25k gold lead. Now above 30k XP. Mirana even picks up a Maelstrom, so gonna transition into a semi-carry-ish kind of Mirana as well now. I mean, yes, he had the PKB before, but really no damage output after that. Even a Ultimate Orbs picked up on Slander's Ancient Apparition. And we didn't even have the secondary Chronosphere thanks to the Doom this fight. Luna, 4.7k gold in the bank as well. Looking at the net worth now, Luna, 24k. Still not doubling the Doom because she has died a couple of times. Of course, Doom had to buy back as well. At least twice during this game already, I want to say. But looking at the buyback status, Luna is the only one to have it for Sqreen Squad at the moment, as E-Skills the only one for Coast. Do we have any more BKBs coming out? You know, just the Lincolns on Skyrive Mage finished up now. So there are 2 BKBs. Actually, never mind. There are 3 BKBs on Sqreen Squad. I'm just sprouting nonsense. And with this Lincoln's now finished on Skyrive Mage, you can easily put it on Afterlife, maybe even Nubik, just to ensure that nothing can hurt them, because if they have BKB activated and the Lincoln's on at the same time, Like literally nothing can hurt them. Solan gets hit by the Ice Blast. He's pretty damn tanky, of course, as a center war runner. But 17-second duration will still hurt a little bit more than it, or a little bit more than they would want. Stepstyle has 3 urn charges, so can heal up Solan back to full HP almost with all the charges. But Sqreen, Moonlight Shadow is there. Do they have any detection or no Sqreen? He's scouting out everything. Where's Afterlife? He wants to come in from the side. He actually goes in as well. The Chronosphere onto Freeros 8, but he actually blinks into the Chronosphere. 8 disaster. The Global Silence comes out. Is it gonna be enough? Solan, he comes in, but the BKBs are there. He gets thrown up by the Scepter. 8 Mother, he's gonna go down just after Frigolite and Stepstyle now. Man, they used the double Chrono there already. I didn't even notice it. It was so smooth from Afterlife, and this is GG called. 41 minutes in. Sqreen squad, they finally take this game. And Coast. It's their first loss in jDL. The first loss, of course, it's only a 2-game series, not only, but it's a 2-game series, so Coast, they have the chance to tie up the series and just avert complete disaster now. So we'll see if they can be able to do so. We're gonna head into game number 2's lobby. Hopefully gonna get the co-caster for that game as well. But guys, if you enjoyed, be sure to follow us on this channel, HeflaTV2 and HeflaMok on Twitch. And check out our social media, HeflaTV, for everything. All the links that you need are below the stream. So guys, see you in game number 2.